Hello, I am Ryan aka Mac, and today I just want to talk about 2.6, what is going to happen, what's coming in 2.6. It's not going to be speculations, it's going to be fact that we have been told. Obviously this is subject to change. If things aren't ready when they want to release it, then they may release it early, missing out a couple of new aspects. We will wait and see. Anyway, we know it's coming soon. We have heard that they are having daily meetings regarding its release to the avocados, where they get together in the morning, they discuss the blockers, talk about whether or not it's ready to go live, and if not, then they fix the blockers until it is. So 2.6 is likely to consist of a considerable amount of changes, not just new content, but mechanics too, many of which will not be noticeable on face value. The obvious ones, things like Star Marine, the Drake Herald, the Vanguard Hoplite, new animations, arena commander updates, flight model changes. It's going to be a big patch. To start with, the flight mechanics are all being changed. We all know about this. It's currently in the avocado. They are currently testing it. All or most of the ships are having their SEM speeds lowered. This, they say, is to make spaceflight and combat feel more robust and meaningful, but without trying it myself, it's hard to say. I am not an avocado. Animations are changing too, as we have seen in the head stabilization video and a couple of recent Bug Smasher episodes. The FPS will feel drastically different, similar to how current FPS games will handle now, giving the player a greater sense of control and making the overall experience more fun and fluid. At the moment, it's a bit jittery. It's not easy. New animations like vaulting and mantling will also be available, allowing a higher level of maneuverability around the maps. Hit and death reactions are getting updated. He says, Chris Roberts says it's going to be more satisfying. We can see in the head stabilization video as well, when he shoots the clerks, the ragdoll with physicalized movements just looks awesome. It really does. It looks so real. For FPS, Chris Roberts said that there will be further emotes added, plus combat signaling, which is to help with FPS scenarios. Maybe if you're trying to sneak or be stealthy, using VoIP wouldn't be a good option if they can hear you, so hand signals will prevail. And things like move, hold, get down, the typical sort of stuff you would probably see in the military. So when it comes to Star Marine itself, this is the FPS equivalent of Arena Commander. The game has been, destined to take on AAA titles like Arma, Battlefield, Call of Duty, and is set to drop with 2.6. It will consist of 2 locations, or 2 maps. The first one being Station Damien, which is a smaller space station sort of combat map with up to 4v4 players. The second is Echo 11, which is a larger map. It's 12v12, an asteroid-based map. They say it's the biggest hand-built location to date. We have seen this. I'll put up some footage of it now. It's got lots of rooms, lots to be cleared and captured. Each room is completely unique. I really cannot wait to work my way around there. There'll be 2 game modes as well. We'll have Deathmatch, which speaks for itself, and Control, which I can only assume is similar to Conquest on Battlefield, where you hold positions. I'm not sure if you'll be able to do both with both, so I'm not sure if you can play Conquest in the 4v4 game mode. I would have thought so, but obviously Echo 11 won't allow for 4v4. That is only a 12v12 due to how big it is. If you're running around this huge space station with only 8 people, you're never going to find each other. So there'll also be a new looting system. So you can loot players once you've killed them, maybe get new weapons, different ammunition. Hopefully this will bleed over to Crusader as well, and not just Star Marine. I can't see why not. Achievements and ribbons is something that's coming to Star Marine. Now this isn't anything that is overly spectacular, but I love the idea of while practicing and just having fun and playing the game, you'll gain achievements and ribbons. So it'll encourage you to use other weapons. Maybe if you need so many kills with each type of weapon, then you'll have to try and use the other ones. And I think it's definitely worth trying, because if you run out of ammunition while in Crusader and the only weapon that's available is a weapon that you have not practiced with, you just got yourself to blame. Anyway, we also get some new armor, so it will still consist of the light, medium and heavy, I believe, but these will be updated, and if it's anything like the latest we've seen in the character pipeline from ATV LA last Thursday, we are in for a big treat. We're getting new weapons as well. I'm assuming the Bearing P8, which is the newer version of the P4, will be in. There's a new Kastak Arms sniper rifle, which I can only assume is ballistic because we already have the Arrowhead sniper, which is a laser weapon. Also, Kastak Arms will bring a pistol as well. That'll be quite cool to see. Plus, I think all existing weapons are getting revamped to the current level of standard and styled to the manufacturer, so they'll look more akin to the manufacturers who are creating them. Star Marine is currently not in the avocado stage, as work is still ongoing. We have had an update from Chris, which we shall hear in Star Citizen Sunday. They're currently going through bugs, getting there's a couple of breaking bugs that are stopping them from releasing, but things are very, very close. As I say, they're having daily meetings, hopefully soon, maybe for the anniversary live stream. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. So other updates to 2.6 will be the network. Now they're doing some network sync optimizing to help reduce the server lag. It is highly important. One of the biggest problems we see at the moment with 2.5 is the complete lag that just happens pretty much every time you play. They know it's happening. It is high on their priority list. They know what the problems are, and they are working to stop it. Arena Commander is getting updates. We will have a virtual ship customization interface, which I think we'll use our Mobi-Glass, and it just looks incredible being able to swap parts of your ship over. Pirate Swarm is coming as well, just like Vandal Swarm, so that speaks for itself. Missiles will be persistent between matches and deaths. You'll be able to get reload and repair pickups from kills, and practically most of the ships that we have in Crusader will be available in Arena Commander, excluding the obvious larger ships. So Item 2.0, not sure to what extent we will get Item 2.0, but the contextual inner thought design appears on every example of content we are shown for 2.6, so I expect it will be highly present in when interacting with not only your ships, but literally everything in the game world. Whether we'll be able to remove components, I am unsure. Whether we'll be able to remove subcomponents, I am very doubtful, but this will just set the groundwork for it to evolve. So Helmet 2.0 is something we've been told about as well. Similar to Item 2.0, there'll be a new range of helmets, much higher fidelity from what we have seen. They'll have tactical visors with radars. You'll have a friendly player ID tag. There'll be new UI for it as well. Hopefully one day that'll be customizable so you can move things around on your visor depending on where you want them. But also they'll be adding components eventually. Now maybe not with 2.6, but possibly getting set up for this and again setting the groundwork. You'll be able to swap out things like your CPU, your radar, your targeting, all this sort of stuff for your helmets as well. It's going to be so cool. So also things coming to 2.6 to finish up with the lobby leaderboards, which will be totally refactored. Crusader map is being extended with new content. They said more missions, they haven't specified what. The new music logic system where the music will be dynamic depending on the situation you are in. Third-person camera updates will be in as well, so you'll be able to set the camera angles to what you want them to be. That is going to be very cool. Also, there'll be no need to go back to the lobby. You can stay in game and just go from game mode to game mode without having to actually go back to the lobby and to the main menu. And fuel consumption. Now, I'm not sure to what length fuel consumption is going to be, but it's getting a bit of a revamp for Crusader. We'll have to wait and see. So to finish off, my plans and my hype, what I'm looking forward to, what my plans are. Obviously, there's going to be lots and lots of Star Marine videos coming out when it drops, plus many streams as well. I'll be holding matches for patrons and GameWisp subscribers first, but then everyone else as well, so we'll have plenty of time to fight till our heart's content. I'll also like to try out some FPS tactics, so if any of you know some good methods, do let me know. But I really cannot wait to do a guide to the FPS weapons, checking them all out in detail and putting them to the test, seeing what works well where and how each one handles. Also exploring the new maps in detail, so Station Damien and Echo 11, giving a little tour of those places. The Herald and the Hoplite, doing a review for those. New missions to Crusader as well. I'm not sure what they'll be, but I'm sure they'll be fun. Earning those ribbons and achievements. The server lag completely gone would just be amazing. And getting accustomed with the new flight mechanics is also super exciting for me. Now, I am literally hyped to the eyeballs for 2.6. It cannot come sooner. Let me know if I've missed anything off. This is practically fact that we know is coming for 2.6. As I say, it is still currently work in progress, so the fact is, if they have the majority of it ready, but they're missing a couple of bits which they don't feel as necessary or 100% necessary, they will take them out and release it. Let me know what you're hyped for in 2.6. Let me know what you plan to do as soon as it drops. I would love to get some inspiration and hear what your thoughts are. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You can click the link below. Follow me on Twitch if you want to watch me stream. Hit that like button, as that really helps me out. And I shall see you next time.